Today we will talk about some crazy interesting facts about one of the most beautiful country, India. India is the wettest inhabited place on earth. Meghalaya village has won the Guinness World Record title for the wettest place on earth, with about 11,873 milliliters of rain annually. The monsoon season lasts 6 months, so make sure you pack an umbrella. India has over 300,000 mosques and over 2 million Hindu temples. Get ready to be awed and amazed by all the stunning architecture India has to offer. About 15% of India's population is Muslim. The mosques across the country range from small village buildings to immense famous ones, like the Mecca Masjid in Hyderabad or the Jama Masjid in New Delhi. The same can be said about India's Hindu temples, which surpass 2 million to serve the 79.8% of India's Hindu population. Just the holy city of Varanasi has over 23,000 temples. It is safe to say India is the land of temples. Chenab Bridge is the highest rail bridge in the world. Not all of India's famous monuments are religious. The jaw-dropping bridge spanning the Chenab River in Jammu is 1,178 feet above the water. If you're afraid of heights, you might want to skip this one. 5. Rajasthan has a temple of rats. The animal wonders of India continue. Although rats might not be the first species you think of to worship, there is a temple in Rajasthan dedicated to rats. Thousands of rats call the temple home, making it one of the country's most unique attractions. Many pilgrims visit the temple every year on their own religious journeys, so make sure to be respectful of local customs when visiting. You can drive on the world's highest motorable road. At over 19,300 feet, the Ladakh Road is the highest motorable road in the world. Make sure you pack a warm jacket on before embarking on this particular adventure. 7. Home of a mysterious skeleton lake. Located in the Himalayas at about 16,470 feet, the glacial lake Rupkund has become famous for the human skeletons found in the lake and surrounding areas. The popular game Snakes and Ladders originated in India. Now sold across the world, sometimes adapted to Chutes and Ladders, this board game traces its roots back to India. It was first created to teach morals and lessons about karma in a way that young children would understand and remember. India was the first country to mine diamonds from the 4th century BC for around 1,000 years. India was the only source of diamonds in the world. The original diamonds were found in the Krishna River Delta. India has 22 recognized languages. The numerous languages spoken across India include Santali, Kashmiri, Bengali, Tamil, and Urdu. However, the official languages are English and Hindi. India also has the world's second largest population of English speakers. First is the United States, since most Indians speak their own regional language as well as English for easier communication. Sanskrit is considered the oldest language in the world, the mother of all languages. Every Hindu book is written in Sanskrit, and it is said that Sanskrit is the language of the demigods. Most Indians eat with only their fingers. It's customary in India to eat food with your fingers, including rice, sauces, meats, and vegetables. Some people argue that to truly enjoy an authentic Indian curry, it's a requirement to eat the dish with your hands. Don't be afraid to forgo the use of a fork, knife, and spoon while you're in India. Just watch how the locals do it and try finger food out for yourself. Indian food has become one of the most widespread cuisines in the world. From London to New York City, Indian food has spread across the world and continues to gain popularity. Many argue that authentic flavor and spice is lost in many of the restaurants outside of India itself. India has the highest population of vegetarians. It's estimated that between 15% and 30% of India's population follow a strict vegetarian diet, while many others will only consume fish and no land animals. Vegetarianism is so widely spread that even Western food chains like KFC provide a vegetarian menu for restaurant patrons. 17. There are a lot of holidays. In 2019, India recorded 26 official holidays, including Independence Day, Deepavali, Holi, and Christmas. The wide range of celebrations comes from the fact that so many different cultural groups are blended in the Indian population, leading to a plethora of holidays and festivals. In some places in India, Coke and Pepsi are used as pesticides. In the Chhattisgarh state of India, which is one of the world's largest rice-producing areas, farmers began to spray their fields with Coke and Pepsi products, since it was cheaper than traditional pesticides and seemed to work just as well. On looking more closely at this method, it's thought that the sweet syrups attract ants to the field, which eat the eggs and larvae of insects that commonly destroy crops. North Sentinel Island is one of the last untouched places on Earth. The Indian government has prohibited anyone from going within 3 miles of North Sentinel Island, home of the Sentinelese people. In 1991, the anthropologist Madhumala Chattopadhyay had several peaceful encounters with the Sentinelese, but in subsequent years, the people made it very clear, sometimes violently, that they did not want to be disturbed. It is now considered one of the last places untouched by the outside world. The Kumbh Mela is visible from space. The Kumbh Mela is an important festival and pilgrimage site, and the largest gathering on Earth. While a celebration takes place each year, there is a festival of greater significance at 4-year and 12-year intervals. The number of people attending the festival is so large that the crowd is visible in satellite photos taken from space. Frogs are married off. Speaking of marriage, frogs are married in India. Well, at least in Varanasi. Varanasi goes back to its old traditional beliefs and rituals, so when the rains are delayed, the frogs there are caught and married to each other to please the rain gods. The Hindu calendar has 6 seasons instead of the typical 4-season cycle most countries recognize. India follows a 6-season calendar, recognizing spring, summer, monsoon, autumn, pre-winter, and winter. The origin of Ayurveda and yoga. In addition to being well known as the holiest city in India, Varanasi is also known as the birthplace of Ayurveda and yoga and their ancient healing systems. Around 70% of the world's spices come from India. India is by far the largest producer of spices, which are shipped across continents to restaurants and kitchens worldwide. Some of the best-known spices are turmeric, cumin, saffron, and chili powders. India has the current tallest statue in the world. Measuring 600 feet (182 meters) in height, the Statue of Unity is currently the tallest statue in the world. The statue, which is a tribute to the independence leader Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, is located in the western state of Gujarat, where Patel was born. For comparison, this statue is almost twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty, 305 feet or 93 m. It is made with more than 12,000 bronze panels and weighs about 67,000 tons. India is famous for its iconic step wells. India's abandoned step wells, known as Vavs in Gujarat and Balis, or Baris, elsewhere in northern India, are an important part of its history and architecture. While information about them is scarce, they're believed to have started appearing mostly between the 2nd and 4th centuries to supply water from the country's deep water tables, especially in the hot, dry states in northern India.